So I'm a little perplexed on the new gun we're going to be going over today because I have been saying the M1A is my favorite gun in the game right now. Just did a build on it recently, but now that I've been running this gun, I feel like it's either a tie or sometimes I like this one better. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide for yourself what you think about it. Today we're going to be going over the RSASS. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Exfil and Hideout. If you guys have never been here before, I'm super excited you guys are here. Today we're going to be going over one of my favorite guns in the game right now, probably tying with the M1A, and that is the 7.62 by 51 Remington RSASS. It's an absolutely amazing gun, and I'm just happy because I wanted this gun to be more viable last wipe, and it just wasn't. So now that it is this wipe, it just feels so good. And obviously right now where we're at in the wipe, anything that shoots M61 feels fantastic. Before we get into the build, I do stream on Twitch every single day except for Sunday. So if you guys want to stop by the stream, definitely bring some caffeine. We start really early in the morning PST, unless you live somewhere else. This next weekend coming up on Father's Day, we're going to be running a special event with a giveaway, community day, and a bunch of other cool things. But either way, we usually have a lot of fun in the stream. I would love to see you there. If you guys find some value in today's video, make sure you smash that like button because it does go a long way for the channel and helps YouTube push Tarkov content to people who are searching for it. And if you guys want to see more Tarkov content, there's 80+ videos on the channel right now to hopefully help you guys out. So subscribe to the channel, and you guys can always hit the bell if you want to be notified when videos go live. Let's get into the video. All right, so jumping right into the build, guys. For those of you who haven't watched my other videos, there will be timestamps for everything. So if you've been watching stuff and you're not wanting to watch certain parts, there's timestamps. Timestamps for the complete build. When we go into edit preset and show it to you guys, we're going to be going over the complete build. I'm going to be talking about a couple differences on why people build the RSASS different ways. Going to be taking it into the hideout and showing you what she's capable of. And then we are going to be going over which ammo you should run, and in all honesty, it's going to be just M61. We're not going to go too much in depth in that, but that is going to be pretty much the guide, and there'll be timestamps for all of that stuff. So this is what we have right now. We have the RSASS loud that I've been running, and we have the RSASS quiet that I've been running, or as quiet as suppressed can be. And I'm running it with the N6 split, which I know some of you are probably wondering about right off the bat, because many people run it just like this, and you run it with a 22-inch barrel. I'm going to talk about why people run it one way over the other, and we're going to go over the differences. So I'm not leaving it completely out, but this is the way that I run it, and I feel like it feels a lot better running it this way. So the very first one that we are going to go over is the loud version, and they aren't that much different, not enough to be prioritize one over the other. So starting off this build, you are going to buy it from the flea market. Now, the reason why we're going to buy it from the flea market is because if you do the barter, I believe it's Peacekeeper, for the dog tags, if you do all level 15 dog tags and nothing higher, it ends up being about 91,000 rubles, based on how much they give you per level of the dog tag of rubles. So you can get it from the flea market. We are finding it. People are posting into my Discord that they found it as low as 85,000, but the average for this week is 95,000. So it's only about 4,000 more to do it this way. You don't have to worry about the dog tags. You don't have to save them. You just sell them as you go and do it this way. So it is a very expensive build, but honestly, I'm making this build not because I'm trying to do like a budget RSASS. I don't think I'll ever do a budget RSASS unless for some reason something really changes in the game, because this gun is always expensive to run. So if money is not an issue and you want to run a really sexy gun that feels really good and shoots M61, this is going to be your gun. The first thing we're going to be going over is the narrow arms Grawl S pistol grip. That's going to give us a plus 15 on the ergonomics. And I just think it looks better. It's preference. You can go with the PSG if you want to, but this is what I've been using. And so you can get this for 132 USD from Peacekeeper 4. And then after that, we are going to be running these PMags. And the reason why we're running these instead of the ones that sometimes it comes with is because you get less of an ergo penalty running these. You get -3 instead of -4. So we're going to be running the 20-round PMags for 36 USD from Peacekeeper 4 for the -3. After that, we are going to be running the SI Advanced Buffer Tube. That's going to give us the -4% vertical recoil plus 2 on the ergonomics. And that is going to be 10,719 rubles from Mechanic 4. On top of that, we are going to be running the MOE carbine stock. Now, this is the one from Skier. I got it like this because it's black, and he is the one that sells that one. If you want the other colors, you can go to Peacekeeper. This one is 78 USD from Skier 3 for negative 30% vertical recoil and +8 on the ergonomics. And then we're going to add on the Magpul rubber butt pad for the extra negative 3% vertical recoil and +2 on the ergonomics, and that is going to be 5,496 rubles from Skier level 3. After that, we are going to be moving to the handguard. So the reason why we are going to run the Noveske SWS N6 split handguard is for the ergo. This gun, kind of like the M1A, it doesn't have a whole lot of ergo, and I've said it in other videos. For me, I feel like 60 is a sweet spot. I don't really like when ergo goes underneath 60. 60 is where it starts to feel really snappy, and that is kind of like the minimum of where I like my builds. So if you want that, you would run this one over the other one because the tan handguard is prioritizing vertical recoil, where this one is prioritizing ergo. So this one is going to give us +8 on the ergonomics. It's going to be negative 1% on the vertical recoil for 12,900 rubles from the flea market, actually, which is dope because sometimes you could even get it for cheaper. And then on top of that, we are going to be putting the Fortis Shift Tactical Grip. This is not like something new to you guys. This is the meta in slot. This is going to give us a negative 2% on the vertical recoil and +9 on the ergonomics. So this in combo with the Noveske just feels really good for the ergo. This is going to be $157 from Peacekeeper 4 for those stats. And then on the very end, we are going to be putting the M-Bus front sight, and that is to get that +1 ergo, and that is going to be 2,738 rubles from Mechanic 2. After that, we are going to be going with the 18-inch barrel. 22-inch barrel is usually what it comes with. That's why I'm listing it on here. It does not come with the gun. You have to buy it separately, so it does add a little bit for the price, but it's going to help us keep that ergo higher. The 18-inch barrel is going to be 39,000 rubles from the flea market, at least at the time of me purchasing it, and it's negative 5% on the vertical recoil and negative 13 on the ergonomics. On top of that, we are going to be running the JP Enterprises gas block, which is going to be 8,736 rubles from Mechanic 4, and that's going to give us the big negative 3% on the vertical recoil and negative 1 on the ergo. After that, we're going to be running the combo that makes the loud version so good, and that is the Lantac combo. So we're going to be running the direct thread adapter for the BMD, and that's going to be 33 USD from Peacekeeper 3, negative 1% on the vertical recoil, and negative 1 on the ergo. Right after that, we are going to be running the Lantac Dragon muzzle brake. That is going to give us the huge negative 15% vertical recoil, negative 2 on the ergonomics, and that is going to be 121 USD, super cheap for what you're getting from Peacekeeper 4. And then to top everything off, we are going to be running the BMD, so the blast mitigation device, and then that's going to give us an extra negative 8% vertical recoil and negative 3 on the ergonomics. That's going to be 96 USD from Peacekeeper 3. And then lastly, to complete the build, we are going to be adding, what did we do? The front already. We're going to be adding the Magpul M-Bus rear sight for the extra +1 on the ergo, and that's going to be 4,032 rubles from Mechanic 2, making it an even 60. So that is pretty much going to complete the build. For the lights and sights, I'm running the Steiner D-ball like I usually do, and we're going with a hollow. You feel free to use a PK06 or an EKP if you want that +1 ergo. Whatever you guys want to do. Sights and lights to me are completely subjective. Everybody does what they do because they're comfortable or that's what they like. I don't really think there's like a best sight or a best light to run. As long as you're comfortable with it, I think you'll be just fine. This is what I'm choosing to run for this build. The Steiner D-ball is what you guys ask about on stream, about the red circle that you can't really see. And that is the IR laser. There's real lasers on here, or lasers you can see, IR and flashlight. So I like that I can choose whatever I want, whenever I want for that. Then instead of going into the hideout, we'll go with both together. Right after that, this is going to be the build at 60 ergo and 69 vertical recoil. When we switch to the suppressed version, really the only difference that we're going to be doing is we are going to be leaving the Lantac Dragon combo aside, and instead we are going to be running the Thunder Beast muzzle brake, which you can't see too well because there's suppressors on it. That's going to be 72 USD from Peacekeeper 3, giving us -9% on the vertical recoil, -1 on the ergo, and then on top of that we are going to be running one of the meta in slot besides the SDN, which is a Thunder Beast Ultra 5 sound suppressor. If you guys are getting these off of the TX15s from marked rooms, you guys need to be selling these separately. You're going to make a ton more money than trying to vendor it or selling the TX15. I see so many TX15s for sale that are for sale with these, like they selling them straight out of marked room. Take these off and sell them. This is going to give us the -13% on the vertical recoil, -19 on the ergonomics for suppressing some sound. And that is going to be 75,420 rubles from the flea market, but sometimes it goes all the way up to 100,000. But either way, that's a huge chunk of money you guys could be making if you guys are getting these from the marked room. So that's going to be it for the suppressed build. And then it's going to be 46 on the ergo, so a little bit lower than we like, but it's suppressed, so you have to pay for the suppression, right? And then 74 on the vertical recoil. Now, before we take these into the hideout and start looking at them, I want to go over why people choose this one instead. Now, the main reason why, I should say, I'm sure there's reasons I don't know about, is you're getting the gun as it comes with this handguard and this barrel. So all you really have to do is, once you purchase this, is add on a few of the things I said, but you already have that chosen, which saves you some money. But also it gives you a lower vertical recoil. So we have 74 for the vertical recoil on the build that I have, but the ergo's higher, 46. So you can sit at 33 if you want for the 61 vertical recoil. So I know a lot of people want the 22-inch barrel, and then this is going to be the handguard, the Remington Arms handguard. For that reason, like I said, it's completely up to you. Also, you have to use guides on this. So you do spend a little bit of money adding guides. You got a 4-inch and a 2-inch right there. That you'll have to get to run your foregrip and your light. Same light. You could run this if you want. This is just another hollow that I like to run. But that's pretty much the difference. So I'll let it be up to you to decide what you want to do. These are both of the builds right here. If you guys want to look, screenshot, all that good stuff. This is pretty much how you buy it on this side. And you're adding a suppressor and a couple things that I added. And then this is going to be changing that out. That's really all it is. But anyways, let's go into the hideout and see what they're made of. First, we have unsuppressed. Look at this ergo, dude. I'm telling you, if you run it the other way with the tan handguard, once you move to the Noveske and you feel the ergo, you're not going to want to change it. And it sounds so good as well. This thing is literally insane, dude. We're gonna go suppressed, ergo. Sorry. So you do feel the difference. It's not terrible. It almost sounds just as loud suppressed. I'm not gonna lie. It just sounds different. I'm like yelling right now. So even with this higher vertical recoil, the reset is still very minimal. And that is the sexy RSASS. What ammo should you use? M61. You should use M61. If you're not gonna use M61, use M80. The reason why is because M62, unlike last wipe, used to be a worse version of M61. Or like a tracer version of M61, I should say, but it's a little bit worse. Now it's pretty much an M80 round because M62 got nerfed. So M80 is the untracer round of M62, and M62 is way more expensive. So if you're not gonna run M61, can't afford it, whatever, run M80, which is like one of the best budget rounds in the game. Either way, you're going to get kills with it. But M61 is gonna be what you guys are gonna wanna run. So in total, we have the loud RSASS at 60 ergo, 69 vertical recoil at 261,135 rubles. I combined the dollars and the rubles for you guys into one price. And then we have the quiet RSASS for 46 ergo and 74 vertical, and that's going to be 314,127 rubles. Now, if you run it the other way, you will save money, like I said before, but these are the ways I recommend. At least try these ways. And if you guys end up running these builds, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'm going to be responding to everybody, and I just really appreciate you guys coming by and checking out another build, and I really hope that this build brought you some value. And very quickly, we will go into edit preset. You guys can look at it this way, and then we will go into the next one. And there you go. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching another video. If you guys end up liking the video, make sure you smash that like button because it does go a long way for the channel and helps YouTube push it to people who are searching for RSASS builds and Tarkov content, and it really helps out the channel. And I appreciate everybody who has been showing the videos love. We just dropped a ultimate reserve guide, and we're going to be doing some map guides as well. So definitely feel free to check those out on the channel. You can also check out a playlist with all of the gun builds. I think we have like 30 plus builds on there. So you can see if this isn't a gun you like, there's another gun that you might like. If you guys want to see more Tarkov content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can always hit the bell if you want to be notified when videos go live. I would love to see you guys by the stream. I stream every single day except for Sunday. We have a great time in the morning, right around 4 a.m. PST. So grab some caffeine and come hang out. I hope you guys are very blessed. I hope you have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. And I hope that this RSASS gets you so many kills, and it just feels good in your hands. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. GG's.